So here I've got the storyboard I was just working on, and I've laid out the rough pencils. So can you see it all? That's the entire page, and this is the storyboards. So I've added in an extra panel or two. So let's look at the first story first. I've added an establishing shot, just so the viewer gets a bit of an idea that it's a new scene, and it reminds them that this character Cora is there. And then it shows the car approaching and the shot fired. And the next scene I've added the panel of the car, the action of the car actually crashing and skidding, assuming that the character Cora has fired the tyre. That row there is pretty much the same. Dark gets out of the car and realizes that Cora realizes that it's not Geraldine that she was shooting. It was Dark who had stolen the car from Geraldine previously. And yeah, so I've pretty much just made a few subtle changes there with from the storyboards, which usually happens when I review each storyboard. I might change a few panels, but this one's pretty much accurate. There's also a lot of action happening on this page. It could have happened over double spread, but I want to kind of just keep it as a small sort of nuance within the story, because it's it was never like in the written script, but it just sort of happened, and I really liked it because it adds credibility to Dark's character as the main antagonist, and Cora, she's like the former antagonist and a comedian. She's kind of comedic as well, so it's kind of showing that Dark is the real bad guy and he's hardcore. So from here, I generally I could start just inking immediately, or I usually outline what's in the foreground first in terms of panels or lettering. I don't do a lot of lettering. Like I don't do any lettering for Courier. I just do it on a different piece of paper, but for this one I will do the bang. I don't mind being too messy because it gives it a bit more movement. Only problem is that it's tough to edit out later, but you can always do it, but it might just be more time on the computer. I'll probably refine this a bit later. I guess that's the good thing about working digitally, is that you don't really have to worry, but there's something better. There's this special energy about everything being done traditionally. So I've got a bang. I might do that. It's going off the bleed here, but it's nice to give a bit of space. I've got a band down here. I've got question marks. This is the more elegant bam that he returns. So I'll just do it a bit neater, a bit more precise, straight to the point, and it shows that she was fluffing around too much, and this guy's just straight to the point. And in the last issue, they were speaking to each other, but they didn't introduce each other officially. So Cora could be saying, "Wait, it's me. We're gonna organize to work together," but they ended up not. Okay. I got a slam here, but I might. Oh no, I'll just do it. Okay, now I've pretty much just got the panels. And the way I do that is with my square. Oh, see, that bang thing is coming off the panel, so I won't actually draw in that panel yet. It's the main panel. That's fairly definite here. Slam. The skidding one. Yeah, let's start with the slam. So it takes a bit of time to line up the squares. I don't really know who does this anymore, but a lot of people could just use the PC to make panels, but gives you too much room to like stuff things up. I think if you get it right here, then it trains your eye as well to see. Now let's just square. Let's just square right here. That's going off the bleed there, so I don't have to really worry about putting a line there. Usually I draw in the panels first because it sort of lets you see how much space you really have. It really controls the movement and the pacing of the story. I still feel like I should have a line here. Could add a panel there. Or I could add lines later. I might add a screen turn later to that and put lines. And that could doing a jaggy kind of line for this panel because it's kind of like, what the frick just happened? He just killed her. So make it a bit trippy. Yeah, I like it. We've got that action scene. I might just... Could have done this free, and if I wanted, but I felt like something a bit more angular. Oh, this is trippy in this page, and that's that. So that's there. Skid I might do later. Yeah, so I won't panel in the first row yet. So pretty much, yeah, this is how I start my inking. Yeah.